For the first time in history, Apple and Google have joined together to fight COVID-19 with a global Bluetooth-based digital contact tracing solution, also known as the Exposure Detection Solution. Various initiatives such as PathCheck Foundation initiated at MIT and COVID Watch at Stanford are also bringing open-source solutions to countries around the world. The Bluetooth-based solution is simple. Imagine Peter and Joe have a 10-minute in-person conversation. Their phones exchange respective privacy-protected keys. Now, after a few days, Peter is positively diagnosed with COVID-19, and he enters it in the system via a public health authority app. With Peter's consent, his phone pushes the last 14 days of anonymous keys to the server. Joe's phone periodically checks broadcasted keys to see if anyone he has come in contact who is tested positive for COVID-19 by regularly downloading positive keys from the server. When the match with Peter's key is found, Joe sees a notification on his phone with a link for more information for appropriate actions. The solution, however, helps only when two people are in the same space at the same time. It cannot help in detecting people's exposure to the virus in the air or on surfaces when people visit the same space, but some time apart. A major limitation. The space-time limitation. Aha! According to the CDC, the virus can stay in the air for a few hours and on various surfaces such as door handles for days. Places with poor air ventilation or infrequent sanitization are more prone to infect visitors via airborne and fomite transmissions. Imagine, Peter used a public restroom, and after he left, Joe uses the same restroom. If Peter was infected, Joe would be at risk, but he will not be notified as no keys were exchanged due to the time difference in their visits. The longer time is spent in the restroom, the greater the risk of spreading and catching the virus. This is critical for people visiting such spaces regularly, like janitors, caretakers, and employees and workers in various facilities. To overcome this space-time limitation, Meshtek Labs has introduced a simple solution in the form of standalone Bluetooth devices. Such a device would act as a bridge for transferring previous visitors' keys to subsequent new visitors for a specified limited time period. It can also enable various third-party Bluetooth devices with this solution for rapid deployment around the globe. Now, when Peter and subsequent visitors enter a restroom where a Meshtek device is installed, their phones would exchange the keys with the device, and the device would rebroadcast such locally stored keys to all subsequent visitors only in a given configurable time, say 1 hour, after which the key will automatically get deleted from the device. With edge computing, various parameters such as the duration of the time spent in the facility and Bluetooth signal strength, which is also to a large extent a measure of distance from the device, can be used to filter out the keys, minimize false positives, and enhance the solution. The solution is a standalone plug-and-play device. No app or network required for configuration or usage. Just plug it into the power socket, and that's it. As it retransmits the keys and automatically deletes them after a certain time frame, it adheres to the stringent privacy policies adopted by companies like Apple and Google. And of course, with no data storage, there is no question of data security. It is becoming evident that confined spaces such as restrooms, subways, trains, banks, gyms, restaurants, factories are the major cause of the spread of the virus infection, even if infected and non-infected visitors visit such spaces sometime apart. By solving the space-time limitation of the current digital contact tracing solutions, we will be able to further ensure the health and safety of those around us and the economic viability of both the private and public sectors.